breakfast mostly, because breakfast was always my regular shift. Usually I worked several mornings before school, and then the early weekend hours, meaning that my own breakfast was reckless, anything I happened to grab on the way out. A handful of Cocoa Puffs, a granola bar, my brother's beef jerky. I'd have been at the cafe all day, but right then, where this story starts, where I'm choosing to start, most everything before was nothing in comparison. I was at the end of my senior year. I still had to clock in what was left of my school hours, and Carrera's isn't open for dinner. After I graduated, though, I wanted to work full-time there while I decided what to do with my life. See, I loved being a waitress more than anything, but apparently it's okay to work as a waitress, but not to be a waitress. To most people, saying you want to be a waitress is like saying your dream is to be a Walgreens clerk, ringing up spearmint gum and Halloween candy and condoms, which just proves that most people miss the point about most things most of the time. Waitressing is a talent. It's about giving nourishment, creating relationships, not just about bringing the ketchup. Anyway, before the Vespa guy, I could tell you very little about who wanted tuna salad and who wanted turkey on white and who wanted minestrone, but I could tell you about what people craved when they first woke up, what they lingered over before they got serious about making the day into something. So, what did coffee say? Just coffee? Coffee served to you, a bill slipped under your saucer when you were finished. When anyone could whip into any Starbucks on any corner and get coffee in under 5 minutes, what did it mean when you decided to wait for a waitress to come to your table to refill your cup, to ask if everything was all right? That's what I wondered the day I first saw him. Because here comes this guy, right? He pulls up to the curb one day on his orange Vespa. He's no one we've ever seen before, and not the type we usually get in Carrera's. He's wearing a soft navy blue jacket, and underneath a creamy white shirt open easily at the collar, nicely displaying his Adam's apple. And jeans. But not jeans. These are not wear around the house jeans or go to the store jeans or even work at Microsoft jeans. There's something creative but wealthy about them. About him in general, with his longish, tousled hair and dark, soft leather shoes that are too elegantly simple to be inexpensive. All in all, sort of hot for an old guy in his 30s, which sounds freakishly Lolita, but still true. His face is narrow and clean-shaven. He smiles at me, lips closed, and says, "Just coffee." He smells so good. Showery. A musky cologne, or maybe one of those hunky bars of soap that are supposedly made out of oatmeal, but probably aren't made out of oatmeal. Jane looks at me with raised eyebrows, and I raise one of my own, a trick I can do that neither my twin brother can, nor my little sister. Ha! I'm the only one in my family, far as I know. It makes me look slightly evil, which I love. Jane's eyebrows are asking, "What's the story?" Mine are answering, mystery and intrigue. We've never seen this guy before, and just so you know, when you go into a small cafe that mostly fills with regulars and you're not one, you'll likely get talked about after you leave. It's part of what I really like about my job. Juicy gossip and lurid conjecture. Love it. Joe Awful Coffee raises his old eyebrows, too, but Nick's too busy sprinkling sugar onto his oatmeal to even notice the new arrival. I bring the man his coffee. The glass cup clatters slightly against the saucer. "Thank you," he says. Murmurs. It's one of those soft, polite, well-dressed thank yous that legitimately qualify as a murmur. Who murmurs anymore? And then he just looks out the window, stirs his coffee with a spoon, tink, 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 against the edge of the cup, smiles up at me when I pour a refill.